alert. Cue the chaos. Theorycraft Online shields up, snacks ready. Welcome aboard the Cottontail 86 stream, live on Twitch. Simulcasting to Kick and YouTube. Catch the VODs later, but for now, stay for the ride. War trails burning through the midnight blue. Fleet alarm screaming while the chat cuts through. One eye on the refinery, one eye on the raid. Laughing through the madness that the galaxy made. Marbles rolling wild while the emotes fly fast.
Who's on first?
Yes.
I mean the guy's name.
Who?
The guy playing first.
Who?
The guy playing first base.
Who?
The guy on first base.
Who is on first?
What are you asking me for? I don't know.
Wait a minute.
I'm asking
Howdy,
who's
Broken
on
Wolf.
first.
That's his name.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
Who?
The guy on first.
That's it.
Up the page, Twitch in the front row, kicking the mix. YouTube holding the replay for the later fix. Whatever the game, we're ready to explore. From Starfield skies to the channel Discord. Roar, the groupies growing every night we collide. Cottontail 86 with the hyperspace ride. Countdown running.
Martok, who gets through the bumper? It looks like it is Martok.
We launch full throttle to boldly claw where the grinders won't go. Dark blue lights and
Oh, but he missed the jump.
theory craft loud. You're the best around. Shields. Let the chaos begin. Cottontail 86 taking over the night. Purple in the stars and the Zion light.
Howdy, Green Tea.
Wheel spins, community strong. Bridge crew ready. Now crank this song. Hey, spin that wheel. Hey, make that deal. Hey, fleet up, punch in. Let's ride. Warp speed, no brakes. Quick play, high stakes. Bridge crew standing side. Twitch on live, kick on deck. YouTube's waiting for the call. Bundles to claim and a dozen tabs deep. Chat moving faster than a furring geek can cheat. Somebody yelling, hit the refinery. While Cotton's theory crafting perfect strategy. Tangy is screaming, alerts collide. Stream a bot barely keeping the systems alive. But somehow the chaos turns perfectly clean like a starship dancing through a battle scene. Buttons get mashed and the scoreboard shakes. Every little moment turning into break. Community rolling with the jokes and the lore. New faces welcome through the hangar door. The lag gets heavy, we keep moving on. If the match runs long, then the enter stays strong. No matter the mission, no matter the star. Cottontail 86 takes it just a little farther. So if you're arriving from the raid tonight or finding the stream in the search bar light, Twitch for the live, Kick for the thrill, YouTube for the voice. When the night grows still, keep your seatbelt tight and your volume high. We're flying through the static, through the pixel sky. One chip, one chat, one electric spark, lighting up the void from the intro mark. Deep breath in. Hold that flame. Chat tight fast. Say the name. Cottontail 86 front and center. Press start now. Welcome to the adventure. To boldly claw where the grinders won't go. Grab it on the captain's care. Running the show. Community strong and the energy bright. Cottontail 86 going live tonight. Dark blue thunder and the purple skies. Science box reflected in everybody's eyes. From fleet command to marbles rolling along. Bridge crew ready. Now sing this song. Stay tuned for the chaos. Stay tuned for the lore. One more lap around the station before we explore. If you missed the beginning, don't worry, you'll see. The replay lives on YouTube. Thank you for the stream street. I just wanna thank you for the stream street.
There we go. Happy Sunday. How's everybody doing today? Get that out of the way before the people actually show up to see it. Thank you for the wind chimes, Dragon Ghost Rider. Agreed, T. Sometimes sometimes not having good clips is not a bad thing. that just means that you haven't said anything that's taken out of context too easily. Hello, Dragon Ghost Rider. Hello, Draven. Thank you for the 15 stream streak, Draven. Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 5 stream streak, Dragon Ghost Rider. Awesome, awesome. Appreciate that. Stream streaks are so awesome. Hi, Dustin. You think that anyone shoot at unprotected cargo should get a penalty for shooting other players under protected cargo? Depends what you mean by penalty. Their alliance should definitely be notified. Hello, York. How you doing tonight? Thank you for the lurk, Dragon Ghost Rider. Like, it's really common for alliances to be able to handle that themselves. If the alliance is one that follows row. Obviously, if the player's alliance doesn't follow row, there's not really much you can do other than to target them. Return in favor. Would be interesting if the alliance got notified automatically when someone got hit UPC in territory. That would be interesting. Like a snitch. A snitch that would exist built into the game. Actually, I'm gonna send these to my isogenite. We just got done with the territory defense, so got a bunch of extra ships doing less than normal. Like your alliance is being attacked. Like I had kind of wanted to have like a sentry that you could have as a territory service that would kind of be able to stay and watch and do that, kind of like the notification you get when your starbase gets attacked. And then like they could send chasers after the intruder. I always thought that would be interesting and fun. That would have made territory a much more interesting dynamic for me. I recalled the wrong ship. The members of Omnia looking to cause a hot war with rule violations. I mean, if they're looking to cause war, I mean, it's your ball's kind of in your court of whether you want to accept those terms and call war, or if you want to ignore them. I mean, there's nothing you can really hold them accountable for. Because all you can do is, you know, either set them to a hard row or KOS. Let's see, what else should... What else should we mine? Probably 6-star. Six-star crystal. Do a couple runs in that. I mean, we have an alliance on 719 right now that basically said that they're not observing Rho, so they're hitting UPC ships everywhere. Find it to be rude. It's also pointless to shoot UPC if no cargo looted. Even then, better to wait until more protected over cargo. Yeah, I agree. Like, there's very little purpose in hitting a ship that's under protected cargo. There's nothing to be gained. The PvP chest doesn't do anything. You don't really get anything extra for stats. There's no research that you can do that's based off of hitting people. The only exception would be if the war room's up or something.
Biddy dance.
Hey, Dark Tree.
I'll get the biddy dance going on today.
Hello, Cloud Coder. How are you doing today? Doing great. Glad to hear that. Just getting set up back from doing a territory defense. So I had all my ships back in base. Wasn't defended or anything, but it's definitely like the territory pass that we have right now is pretty decent. So I'm trying to make sure that I accomplish it as quick as possible. Appreciate the lurk, Dark Tree. Yeah, Dustin, the PvP banding's never going to get changed in TC. The TC is 100% designed for PvP. That's 100% the dynamic that Gopley is going for. They want that system used for that. It'd be interesting, like, if there was a buff that your ship could have. You know, basically when it's at 0% capacity until the point that it's at 100% protected. And then as your ship gets more and more over protected cargo, that buff would diminish. That'd make for a very interesting dynamic. The more OPC you go, the less protection that your ship would have. I don't feel like that actually warp canceled. Because it never happens off of just one push. Maybe it did. Wow. Hi, Steve Lee. How did I come up with Cottontail? Well, my real name's Pete. And so I was Peter Cottontail. So that's just then the common nickname is Cottontail. Or cotton. Cotton's pretty common too. But yeah, like I've got like barley shirts and stuff for like darts or pool that I have Cottontail on as endorsements already. Even plus over protected cargo minus TC rep. Having a rep in TC that'd be based on how you engage in TC. That's complicated, but it's definitely an interesting concept. It's problematic though because it goes in line with row. And Scopely's very anti-row. Except for PvP banding. PvP banding is the only row that Scopely endorses. Row other boats. Yeah, exactly. And like, I don't mind row as long as it's not overly complicated. Like, I like it at its base core where it's like no loot, don't shoot. Which I think most rows have that as a starting point. What do you have today? Ryan's? Yeah. I feel like we just had Ryan's a couple days ago, but probably been like 4 now. It'd be interesting to see them implement something that would promote. I mean, they could even have that tie into promoting piracy. Hi, Misa. I can't say that I've played a game like that, Dustin, where they've had a reputation loss for hitting underprotected. I mean, the thing is, currently we don't have that reputation in the game to be able to tie it to something. I don't think it'd be a bad dynamic by any means. I mean, that's one thing that like PvP in this game could use is some sort of reputation, some sort of research line that's tied to it. Because otherwise there's no purpose in PvP other than unleashing emotions. And even then it's usually fairly childish. But to make it have purpose would be interesting. I think it's a good concept. It's better than anything that we have in the game currently. And I don't know if you took that last survey that they did. But they had some concepts for some more interesting gameplay mechanics. EVE Online kind of did. If you stole from or attacked someone in high space, you lost security status. I was trying to think of something like that, but I couldn't quite remember. I played EVE Echoes. I never did EVE Online. I mean, it'd be interesting if attacking like a player would. That's one of those things. Like, if they actually had it set up so the game had faction reputation matter. You know, like if somebody's aligned with Federation and you attacked somebody that was aligned with Federation, that it could cause you to lose Federation reputation. That's one thing that they never really did get quite right, was dealing with the faction reputations. Because their intent was for it never to be dual or triple faction lock.
An Irishman walks into a department store, asks for a potato clock. The cashier has no clue and asks him, "What's a potato clock?" He replies and says that he doesn't know. But he was just starting a new job and his wife told him he needed to get a potato clock.
Hi, RSDJ. Being German, I had never heard of Peter Cottontail. Just listen to the song. Oh my. Is that... That's one of those things where it's like... It's a cute and fun child's song. Now you have me concerned if that's actually got some really messed up lyrics. I'm one Orion short. That's weird how some days this hits so much different. Like, I feel like I need to start saving logs. Or if it's just the Chang's not hitting as well today as normal. Yeah, it's Orion Day. You hate that clip? Then delete it. Yeah, it's Orion Day today. Some days I can only hit 4 on one hull. Some days I can hit like 7 on one hull. Like, I feel like the Wednesday run is easier than the Sunday run.
Like Quasel and Zero, and I had to back up because at the end of it, I put in Tarpy, and I was like,
Hey, DOS. Oh, what happened to microscape? I'm fire making level 62. What crew? I've got, what was it, Suitor, Picard, and Seska? No, Chang, Picard, and Seska. And I haven't done any of the turn off fleet commanders, change services things. Nah, fuck that. It's just, I feel like these things attack differently on Wednesdays than they do on Sundays. As I'm sub 70, Harrison works phenomenal. The 7 is Harrison level locked too? I had no idea. I've never really used him a lot. Chip works okay on them too. I never had great luck with it. What I'm running was the most effective crew out of all the normal ones. Yeah, I'm not picking a side at all, Dust. I'm definitely doing the half attack, half defend thing. Very non-committal. Very non-committal. But it usually works. Like I said, it's oddly inconsistent.
Now this bro shines. You for the sub, you're the real one. Cardinals hard, doing flips. Much love for that shiny sub.
Thank you for the sub Traxos. Almost scared the shit out of me. Are sound alerts off? They shouldn't be, Dragon Ghost Rider. They shouldn't be. Something... like that comes through sound alerts. Oh. My Twitch authorization needed to be redone on sound alerts. I usually log into all the dashboards. I didn't actually log into everything this time. So it should be working now. Play with the crew on the veggie. No, I was staring off. I was playing with the sound alerts. Hi, Omega J. How you doing today? High 50. I will get those mission keys. Although I do have... This is one of them Sundays where I could definitely just be caught staring into space. I could definitely go for a nap today. You hear that? Okay, that one worked. Played Deadpool and it didn't play? Deadpool is a different thing. That's not through sound alerts. So if that didn't play, then I need to check my bot queue. They were streaking. That time it worked. What the hell? I feel like I need to put that animation up for the for the game streaks. Like that would be a pretty good one. Thanks for the lurk again, Dragon Ghost Rider. I don't even know where those are honestly coming from. Tangia? That must be from Tangia Dungeons. Those are good ones though. I like those. And some of that stuff, like, I've put up available on Tangia for kind of the intention of using for crap like that. There we go. Mission key is accomplished. Perfect. Did we get 5? Okay, perfect. Orion's done. Okay, let's take a look at the crew. The biggest thing is I don't want to take away from what I have on the Excelsior already. I don't think that would make some changes to it. The heck just happened to me? I got kicked off your stream into a type of DJ that had an animated wolf. that I don't know for sure. I don't think that I would actually be able to follow anybody that's like that. Savik. I think Savik is not free. Savik I've got on my Excelsior, so I don't want to take her from that. What is with the stream and the bad things that happen? I don't know, Omega J. So this one's gonna have the Agony booth and the Anaran. Yeah. Agony booth and the Anaran, what you call it? Anaran execution post. You? What do you mean, you? This is just my generic hostile thing right now. I don't think I've jinxed you. Quantum Slipstream and Godsend are just sitting there waiting. No, I take that back. They're not just waiting. I don't know. I can't see where this one's applied. I would like to know. I mean, I probably put it on, like, Enterprise? Cube? Where's the Godsend? We could make a Star Trek movie. It's on the Relativity. I don't remember what I was doing. I think the Relativity probably had the execution post on it.
Who the hell are you? Me?
And Slipstream
Does his job.
is either free or it's on
You must be the cottontail.
Aphelion. It kind of goes back and forth. You have that geometallic gel. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know. If it's something that you had to pay for, I don't have it. I can tell you that. Metreon? Metreon over Slipstream? Metreon's definitely built more for damage.
Go fuck yourself, Guppy!
Hey, boy.
Oh, that one makes my heart feel so happy. Yeah, no, I could definitely see how it would be bad for this. It's just, like I said, it's the FKR one. So I don't mind assigning... I don't mind assigning Metreon Cascade. I don't want to upgrade. I can't upgrade. So we do Metreon Cascade and Godsend.
Let's get to work.
And then we're happy with Chapel. Carol Marcus. Carol Marcus? Yeah. Walk Carol. Always happy with Lana. And then Hugh. How do you get the Godsend? Godsend is kind of sourced through special event stores and Alliance tournaments. When Alliance tournaments comes back. Op 73 when? Not anytime soon, to be honest. I want to make sure I get all my efficiencies done before I get into them. Yeah, she might not do much. I don't know. It was just one of those things where I didn't really have anything else to set. This is Metreon. And what was the other one? Godsend. That's one thing I've definitely never really done with the game strategically is specialize the techs to use with the crews to use for the ships, for the targets. I wouldn't even be surprised if this is enough to let me go up to 73s. Game is almost unplayable with the new patch. What's it doing? Because I haven't had very many issues. I guess how new is the new patch? No, Joachim wasn't on the Excelsior. He's free. We'll see. I pronounce it as Joachim. Yes. The lag is worse than ever, but it kicked out of the game and not exaggerating over 40 times a day on tablet and phone. Is your 2 separate devices on 2 separate networks on 2 separate operating systems? The no, everything that I have is all running off my Wi-Fi. That don't work, so you clear cache to get it working, reload and the game crashes, reload game, no chat again. Clear cache, reload, and maybe it doesn't crash. You know, I've noticed other people saying that they've had issues with chat in game not working properly. I haven't experienced it where like they're having issues sending messages. Game only crashes Fridays. That's about the same way that I am. Yeah. I wonder how much of that is the officers and how much of that is just the stupid tech. So, I mean, it is 2 rounds. But I mean, it's also that thing where it's like, is Joachim the key? I'm gonna go hit a 73 though. Good or bad result compared to before? Significantly better. Like, ridiculously better. That took like 15% of the hull damage that it normally would. I'm gonna lose shields here probably and die. But that could also just be a matter of moving Carol off. Oh, I didn't run out of shields. I ran out of hull. That's actually really surprising to me. Well, it starts ignoring shields, doesn't it? Yeah, Carol actually doesn't help you in the long run. Oh, yeah, the APAC been broken for months thing. That's so stupid. Yeah, because Carol quits doing anything immediately. It's not supposed to say ISO. The hell are these things called again? Orion. What's below deck now? Now would be Balana, PICU, which probably doesn't need to be there either. And then Nurse Chapel and Gochim. But in the punch up side of things, PICU would probably be useful for now. Yeah, if I got damage, if I got it down to 1 round, then definitely go. I didn't expect today to be a crew day. Did some research today for the Excelsior, and I didn't realize it before but I didn't look at there's some nice buffs you get with this ship. Yeah, with the enhance, it's not too bad. And then I think there's some other general stuff, maybe. And then the... I don't remember if this one had any of the... any of the special efficiencies or not. It has one of them because it's tied into the V'ger particle thing. But I don't know if that's in the ship research. Always maximizing crews. I usually do, but I have a bad habit of not revisiting them once I get one that works. So like what I had, I was using for Op 71, worked really well for me. But I never revisited it when I hit 72. I'm actually surprised that that didn't... It made a little bit of a difference, but not a lot. Which, I'm nowhere near ready to go to 73, so this isn't anything that I'm aiming for right now. But that's obviously a sign of the ship limitations. They got brought down to 0. And they've got less than 5% of the hull left, too. They've only got 167 billion. Yeah, I deplete their shields in round 1. No, round 2. I could kind of see where you're going. So the shields are not a serious matter for them. But I'm way underpowered for 73 hostiles with tier 6 vengeance. There's zero purpose for me to hit 73s right now. Zero purpose. The 73 hit my base when I was trying to do Motivine field training, and even empty, I hit him harder than I thought I would. Research is paying off. Well, it definitely does. There's so much research and stuff tied into the defense platforms and even your ships and all the officer abilities that you can have there. Like, you can put a big hurt on a ship just with the officers these days. All right, let's see what other events we have to do, because I know Unimatrix Zero was alternating things. And I want to make sure that I get this done today. Conquer Borg solo armadas. You have to do 5 of them. Well, good thing I read that was coming, and I knew that was gonna have to be a thing. Because last night when I got my directives, I got to max. What do I have for officers out on this ship? Okay, those are only mining officers. We're going to be running it again in a couple of days, so I'm a little afraid that we're not going to have enough directives to be able to do the next Conqueror Solo Armada day. Because actually, maybe if you have 7 directives saved up for today, and you only do your 5. That'll be 3 at the end of today. So in 2 days, we'll be back up to 5. Maybe it's doable. Maybe it's doable. I'm debating about whether I try to hit the 72s or not. Deanna Nudis conquers nicely. Yes, she does. He doesn't even have to be like full synergy or anything either. No, I can't do the 72 without full boosting with Cerritos and Titan, so it's not sustainable for me. But I can do like maybe 1 or 2. Exclamation point join to get in on the dungeon. And hello, Asian boy. So I need a little bit more research. Need a little bit more research in the Maverick store, in the Maverick faction research stuff. And Getting a little bit more tiering on the Enterprise, a little bit more tiering on the Vengeance. Another tier on the Cube would be amazing.
There's no federation, no other nations that can match the fleet that is under his command.
But I'm getting close. I'm getting close to being able to do tier 8 on the Vengeance. Which that alone will make a big difference, because then I'll be able to do 2 sets of below deck crews. Vengeance everything, other ships just die. Is it a drag to level up the Enterprise Z? Just on Tritanium. No, I don't have a max I don't have a max epic yet, D-Camel. I had to do the pivot maneuver from my Crenshaw. So it took a little bit of efficiency out of things. Exclamation point joining it on the next dungeon. Lost a little bit of efficiency on that. Max cubes will never have one. I will eventually. It's not a priority. It's not a priority. Because it doesn't serve any purpose for it now. But all it's really good for is Conqueror Armadas. Because I don't know, it can be used for 72s, but I don't think it'll have any life for 73s. I haven't talked to anybody that has one that's been maxed, but that's just kind of what I feel is going to be the case. That might be a matter of just paying attention when I'm out mining. Exclamation point joining it in the next dungeon. Yeah, yeah, I couldn't justify the Sigma tread into it. And I'm not too concerned about base defense for the most part. There's not that many times where I find myself in a position where I need to defend myself. Hi Luke, how's it going today? Wait until you get smacked with a high tier G7 rare. Doesn't really matter if I do or I don't. My shield still has to be down, and chances of that happening are extremely low. That's the situation with Rev. He's getting known and people can't respect that. I'm not certain where I'm not following you. Yeah, to me, he's been known for 8 years. No, I don't do talks on Sundays. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really seen a G7 rare in the wild yet. Have I been hit by a G7 uncommon? I don't know if I've had one try to crack my station. I know that I've seen them. I've definitely seen one. And I've probably been hit by it. Ship-to-ship combat. American. Love blowing up G7 uncommons. It would be more than likely with the base. I should be able to. Yeah, 250 yesterday. It was pretty good birthday celebrations going on. Killed his 2.3 trillion with the Venji. That's beyond what my capabilities are. Now, when you killed that, was that in arenas or was that in the greater world? Like incursions? The arenas? Because that's one of those things where I wonder if that person was caught up on like the arena favors. Because I would imagine that would make a hell of a difference. Oh, he had Speed Crew? Okay, yeah, Speed Crew did it. Yeah, it's 6:15 p.m. here. Yep. Yeah, that used to be my favorite thing during territories is somebody would have when territories first launched, somebody would be running around with a Hegta with a speed crew on it. And yeah, you could just smash the crap out of that thing. All right. So that was 4. Like I said, I don't want to go past my 5th one because I don't want to cut myself short on the next day that this follows up. We got guys in my alliance wiping max vengeances with tier 3 G7 uncommons and losing like 10%. I believe that. Like that stuff, if it's crewed properly, has all the right text on it, and Probably even has a little bit of the newer research stuff unlocked. Like, it should have an advantage because of the research. All right. So that is that. We got a break coming. I'm going to grab a quick break, and then I'm going to be right back afterwards.
said, my friend, I'm here. It has been too long. Gather all the crew. You know what to do to put the band back together for one last song. And he said, Sky, a signal was sent across the stars. Every planet is calling us back.
Sweet, the button actually worked this time. Last time the button didn't work. Doing the Borg solo now, wish he had a better Explorer. We're using relativity. Relativity was my best explorer up until I got the Enterprise. Hi, Ellie. Welcome on in. I mean, it was very effective, to be honest. Like, it carries its weight really well. Relativity is a damn good ship.
Lost time on the wrong side, on the outside looking in, where the stars don't shine.
But I think FKR ships always get a little better. 74 feels like a fake op sometimes. I kind of get that. Like, 70, 71, 72. Like, it's just 70 plus. Like, that's, you know, it's like just like a graduated version of 70. It's kind of weird. And I think some of that is just because of the road between 70 and 73 is so lengthy, so rocky. You know, an easy way to be able to tell somebody that's been in alliances that have been in a lot of wars is somebody that makes sure that they always have a discovery at home, ready to pull a ship back on a moment's notice. I feel like Enterprise E is going to be my first real ship. I mean, there's a lot of things that are good with that. And I don't know, like, what's the strongest. Because what does it do? Increases kinetic weapon damage. I don't know if every ship has that exact same ability. Or do they have unique ones per ship? It was kind of weird that it didn't have the like shield regen of some sort. Okay, yeah, it's all weapon damage. That's interesting, though. Because, like, the Crenshaw is only the energy weapons. Scimitar doesn't specify, but it might be only energy weapons. Enterprise is only kinetic. That's interesting. You already have the cloak for it and gonna have all the hull plating? Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you can get before you get to level 70, and you know, like when you can save up the galaxy research thingies, galactic credits or whatever, like there's a lot of things that you can do with that, and being able to max out the ship hull stuff in the faction research is really awesome. Plus the credits are never that hard to really get these days. I don't even have cloaking on my Enterprise Z yet, and I don't even have this unwavering diligence ability. But I don't use the Enterprise Z for anything other than the Borg solo armadas. Because right now the Crenshaw is still a little bit stronger than it. Because it's at tier 10, the Crenshaw is at tier 13. Yeah. So once I get this up to like tier 13 or tier 12 or something, I'll kind of start switching over. Which will work good because then a little bit less conflict. DOS, we have a really good mix of people on our server. We have people that spend their way to be powerful, and we have people that play to be powerful. And when you have the people that are both spending to be powerful and have knowledge about the game, those people are very tough to do. Those people are very tough to deal with. Like you were looking right at me when you said featherweights. I would never imply anybody specifically. Like Jonathan Ingram, good at everything. Yeah, that's a good example of a player that's good. I mean, like even like Loston, like he has a very decent understanding of the game, and he communicates with people, you know, to find things. Because there are sometimes crew combinations that work out differently than they would on paper. They prove to be a little bit more effective, or they build off of other things in a way that I wouldn't expect. Shiz is one of those players that you have to be careful of. You have to be careful with. There's a there's a red flag that pops up when I encounter certain people, and Shiz would be one of those people that if I saw him in arenas, I would probably try to target somebody else if it was just as convenient. I have a feeling that my vengeance would blow up to pretty much anything he threw at it. Because I don't know very much about PvP crewing these days. I haven't done much for research. Well, I'm catching up on the research. But like the text, anything that's required any extra effort or investment that is PvP specific, I have skipped. And anytime that you had a fork in the road where you could go a PvP route or a PvE route, I've gone the PvE route. I need someone to throw a vengeance at me so I can grab the keys and keep it. I mean, that's definitely a thing that would be cool if you could do it. Because, yeah, like, especially like a player like me, Like, at some point, I might end up having... I could end up having a second vengeance or a third vengeance, possibly.
When I
Hey,
was
Rage
originally
Stars.
trying to get it up, that's how I did it.
Hey, Blue Meanie, I'll park your vengeance for you for real nice. I mean, it's like just one of those things. Like, even like the epics, you know, like, I'm never gonna build a scimitar to fly it. I'll build it to scrap it. But it's gonna be such a low priority that it may never happen. And it's even kind of the same thing with like the Crenshaw and the Enterprise. There's a very good chance that I won't max those until I'm well in my 70s. Like 75, 76. Like, there is just not enough Sigma Tritanium floating around and not enough ways to get it to put into maxing those ships unless they have a really big payoff, which I don't think they do. You know, like, if my vengeance tier was tied to it, like the way that the Borg Cube was, I could justify maxing a G6 Epic, but it's just not worth it for me. Unless there becomes another way to source Sigma Tritanium, or it becomes a little freer. Actually, I'm gonna do 73s. No, wait. I need to set my text back. That would have been disappointing very quick. But I don't know. Okay, I haven't gotten any extra blueprints for the Vengeance. There's a lot of spots where I can get them. Because like outposts and aggregation. The whatchamacallit? The node infected skin. Went to an 80th birthday party today and I'm scared all the stream streaks I missed. It was a nice party. Yeah, it seemed like there was a lot of people that did some really random streams today. Like, I had a lot of notifications on my phone go off and I was like, what the heck? What the heck? I'm glad you had a nice party. I was supposed to go to a birthday party yesterday, but I had a lot of stuff to do. Cake? Cake is definitely a place to go. No, I wasn't implying that you turned 80. I was just saying that I'm glad that you were able to enjoy the party. Lastly, got you addicted to microscape. It's a fun, well, it's one of those things. It's fun to play, but you don't have a lot of things to do there. Not a lot of interaction with the game itself. The graphics are so bad for me, I can't even set it up. You can't even set it up. I like it. It's been very trouble free. Elgato's ecosystem, if it's something that you want to invest into, like it works really slick because I've got their Wave XLR as well. I wouldn't mind having the Mark II because they have some additional functionality that happens on the device as far as being able to load VSTs into it. So it's a little bit nicer. Wish I could do Star Citizen, but Camel and Lost advised against because my computer sucks and I trust their judgment. Oh, it's one of those things for the for being able to stream something like that takes a lot different than it is to just be able to play it. Got the Stream Deck XLR Mark 1, the Stream Deck XL, and the Plus. Yeah, I've got an XL. I got a Stream Deck XL. Yeah, I've just got the Wave XLR and the Stream Deck XL for Elgato stuff. I thought about I liked their Keylight Nanos that they had, but they don't really sell those anymore the way it looks. If they would have had them on sale, I would have picked some up. Yeah, I have the Elgato mic arm. I'm not a really big fan of the mic arm itself. It's got a like it doesn't have the anti-vibration built into it, so I've got to do some background noise stuff to be able to get away from having too many desk sounds that come through. Or mount it off of my desk. RTX voice. I don't know what RTX voice is. Yeah, I don't do much for sound mixing or anything. Could have a hair dryer blowing at your mic and it won't be heard. Well, that's the way that it is right now. I use the the hell is it even called? And I don't know if this is RTX voice, but it's the NVIDIA. No, it's Elgato noise removal. I'm using the Elgato noise removal on the XLR. Nope, I have got the it works set up, much like my Cruise. No, Dots, your sound really isn't actually bad. The sound is perfectly muted. That can be a good thing too. I mean, that eliminates a lot of the necessity of making sure that it's set up correctly. It's one of those things I've messed with it a lot, and I used to have a lot of things that I was doing inside of OBS itself. But like when we started doing like stream together and like some Discord stuff, those changes, those things in OBS don't really apply into those other places. So when Elgato came out with their version 3 of their software, I switched everything over into there. And even like my most of my sound mixes that I have, I'm doing in the Wave XLR software instead of in OBS. Yeah, when I get to the point that I want to evolve the stream, get it to the next iteration, I will go with the more hardware focused route. And I will definitely be leaning on somebody like D Campbell to give me a little bit of help in that area. I will pay for consultation, sir. Once you get your first follower to have 100 streaks, you should go for it. I mean, that's a possibility. The I don't remember how much it cost for everything, but like the microphone and the mixer isn't super spendy. Like, it's mid-range price point stuff. Yeah, but I didn't go with Go XLR. I've got a Wave XLR. If I said Go XLR before, that's not what I meant. I charge $50. Well, you don't need an XLR, DOS, to start off with. It's a next step kind of thing. It all depends on how much control you want to have over things. I'm one of those people. I'm tech heavy, so it was kind of important for the way that I wanted to have my stream set up to have a little bit more control of things. Yeah, like a Rode Mark 1 USB is like an awesome starting point for people. Like, they've got decent stuff. They're not that expensive either. They're reasonable. I mean, that's how a lot of the stuff goes. You start off, you don't want to put a lot of money into it because you don't know how it's going to go. And then I'm sure everybody does it kind of the same way, but they have their stream fund that, they dip into and do upgrades with at certain points. Like I streamed for... I did 3 streams before I bought into getting this mic.
I'm a bad streamer. I mean, that's supposed to be up.
I Warzone. March of last year is when I started. So March of 25. Yeah, that is interesting timing. So I had done my first stream in like 2020, and I had done another stream. It might have been 2 test streams in December of 2024. And then I just kind of took that as a, you know, like, okay, this is, you know, I'd done a couple of experiments just to see how I had things set up, how it looked, how it worked. And then I took the next 3 months to decide on the stuff that I wanted to have. So I did a bunch of research on like the microphone and like what I wanted to do for sound, and even like my light that I use here. This is a ring light that I got off of Amazon for 25 bucks. It is the cheapest, flimsiest piece of crap in the world, but it does the job. Well, and that's one of those things, like I said, it wasn't that big of an expense for a Wave DX and a Wave XLR. I was buying this probably around Christmas time, so it was probably on sale, and so it was less than $350. I can tell you that. That might have even included the Stream Deck for under $350. It was not expensive. And maybe it's just a little bit more than that, but I mean, I like to make sure that I get tech that's gonna last and satisfy my needs for quite a while. It's still like on the it's right in that mix between I guess maybe it'd be considered like beginning amateur type stuff, or I mean beginning professional type stuff, because it's affordable. For paying for profiles. Well, I mean, that's all about investing time, you know. Is it worth your time to pay for that $30, or is it worth your time to build the profiles yourself? Especially like in today's world where everything can be done with AI. Like, it's really easy to not pay for that stuff. Oh, we got aggregation. This is why 50 was asking about aggregation. Alright, 50. I'm gonna set my Dauntless up with aggregation here. Now this is one of those crews that is specifically outside. I thought you were ignoring me like everyone else. No, we just had a little bit of a semi-passionate conversation about the sound stuff. So when it comes to the Dauntless, I have it set up so it's a unique crew that doesn't impede my my Reliant. I have it set up so I can run my FKR ship, my Dauntless, and my Reliant at the same time without without having to pull anything away from any one of them. So it's quite specific to the way that I run my crews. But you may find good utility with it yourself. So on this, below deck, I'm running Neelix. I have TMP Uhura. I have Black Ops Chapel. I have Black Ops Mbenga. I find that I need to have shields. No, but I'm sometimes running my Reliant at the same time. Because, like, Dauntless and Reliant are background activity things. So, like, I want them to be able to go do their thing while I'm running, like, my FKRs or Breen or V'ger Hostiles, you know, something like that. So I've got it set up so that the crews aren't top pick crews.
Hello there.
Thank you for the follow, Traxxas. If that makes sense. It's like a secondary grinding type of crew that I use. And I found this also works really good on my Borg sphere. And then for the ship itself, where did it go? So I'm running SNW Pike with SNW T'Pring and SNW Mbenga. Again, I need that shield. For both those ships, they need that shield for me. Exclamation point join to get in on the dungeon. Now, it looks like I've picked up an extra below deck slot that I haven't put anybody into yet. So I'm going to pick somebody that's not already assigned to a ship. So like my Walk Savick, she's going to be my go-to for something like that. He might be part of my Reliant crew, but I'll let them fight back and forth. Reliant's getting to the point where it doesn't need to have anything specific. No, he's not on the Reliant. And I don't have her in all of my normal day-to-day grind crew stuff. And just being able to... I don't even know if getting that extra ISO off of her is going to make a big difference on the Dauntless. Because the Dauntless probably has ISO damage from that. Well, DCamo, you can at least be the bouncer. And it's just...
$50 tech asked me. I see, said the blind man. I see, said the blind man, as he picked up his damn hammer and saw. Classic joke, crew. Simple, stupid, and
wait, is that the joke?
Still better than half the shit in the Gamma Quadrant.
Is that the real joke? Who's Deaf Dog? I don't know if that's the real, if that's the whole joke or not. That's one of those things where I've only heard like the portion I see said the blind man. I've never heard any other portion of it. Exclamation point join to get in on the dungeon. And my Dauntless is at tier 8. My building is at... Is this the one? Yeah. My building's at 66. What's that, Asian boy? So my building's at 66. And I used it against the 61 aggregation. It only lasts about a half of a turn. It only uses up half of the whatever the hell the recon locust thing is called. Oh, I don't have a seek and destroy yet. I need to wait 20 minutes. Just got the jukebox unlocked. Mine... I don't know if I have mine unlocked yet or not. I can't see behind the... I can't see behind the dungeon. Mine's at level 2. That increases the reclaimed loot. Yeah. Exclamation point join to get into the next dungeon. Hey, Skeletor. Oh, that's fine. You don't like me. I put a lot of focus on all the artifacts. And I bought the sphere so I could accelerate the so I could accelerate my progress in Maverick. Because I saw a little bit of benefit in having that building and being able to, or having that ship and being able to accelerate the Maverick task a little bit. You didn't win either? Well, I mean, there only only one person can win. So like you don't have great odds. Here's now 52 out of 200. It should be getting a little bit easier now, right? Because you should... Are you up to being able to have 3 of the keys every week? Were you able to get your building up to 40? Thanks for the lurk, Warzone. I feel like most people should be able to have the building at 40. I don't think that I've had any real extra ability to get any of the distilled spirits or whatever. So that should help. So that is additional Maverick credits. But yeah, it's getting to the point where I've got so many of these artifacts maxed, and even I've got pretty good progress on a lot of the new ones. Transigen Refinery did so much for progressing the artifacts. Yeah, I imagine everybody should have their Maverick building at or above 40 by now. Yeah, Skeletor's at 56. I don't think I made any purchases that would have helped me. I won the battle pass. And I don't know, there could have been some of the stuff. There could have been some of the stuff in the packs that I bought the ship with. I don't remember what it was. I think it was... What is it? You bought the ship and then the 2 techs? Was that a $300 purchase? I don't remember. Academy 64. Mine's at 34, but I could take it up a little bit. It's one of those things. It's not... I'm able to do the loop just fine. So like I'm not upgrading it until like the Interstellar Dominance comes through. Yeah, G6 miners were great on Transigen. Especially when you have your building up, and I think some of the research applies to like general ship mining too. I don't remember specifically though. You got the new Q building to 44. You whale. I've got mine up to 4. I could take it up to what, 7, 8? Oh, 5. I need to work a little harder on doing some of the new Q hostels too, though. Because I'm not doing max refines quite yet. I haven't even started any of the research. I haven't even started any of the research. It's almost at 44. You have the new Q building up to 6 already? Could even call you a whale at this point. Still have a max G6 epic. You know, that might be the breaking point for whether you're actually a whale or not. Like whale or dolphin. I think you could argue if you don't have a max G6 epic that you're not a whale. I think that would be a valid argument. Because can you really be a whale if you haven't maxed your epics? At least one of them. Tier 11 Vengeance. Mine's still at tier 6. But I've been holding it back. I decided to build the Aphelion. If I would have had those... If I would have had that Sigma Trit, I could probably get mine up to tier 9-ish. At least well into 8. Your G6 epic is tier 14, not even a tadpole. Well, I mean, that's kind of the thing. Like, it's not that hard to get into that tier 12, tier 13, tier 14 range. Like, that's not that expensive, really. You know, especially if you're efficient with saving up your rares and everything. I mean, that's been the biggest thing. The rare stuff is hard. Need the 80k uncommon ship parts. Oh, that's actually kind of gross. That's actually kind of gross. All right. Alien engineering. Don't care about that. Voyage across the void. Done. Hold directive and go do that. Yeah, I look forward to having a little bit of a stronger vengeance. Like, it doesn't really hold me back for the most part. Like, it does what it needs to do at 72 quite well. Would it be nice just to get that tier 8? It's crazy how many people say they have a max vengeance. I'm not gonna comment. I'm not gonna comment on that. Kill the 74 brain. Yeah, I mean, I did that too. Like as I was leveling up, I was working on. I think I started hitting the 72s when I was still at 71 because I wanted to see, you know, like if I was ready to punch up, you know, ready to move up in ops. So I was testing all the things. And yeah, I ended up doing a run of 72s, but the 72s didn't count yet because it was only 71 and 71 elites for me. Which, yeah, that's so stupid. Like, I don't even care that if it wouldn't be the same as the 71 elites. But not counting at all is so stupid. I feel like it's an oversight that never got fixed. Because it doesn't make sense. The Breen or the Vengeance loop. Kind of. They're not a major component, to be honest. They're for the Vengeance. They're just like a little extra ship parts. It's an event that happens 2 or 3 days a week. And you get just a little bit extra ship parts out of it. It's still honestly the weekly spend events, the majority sourcing for the parts. Gives you the Vengeance special parts. You just mean the Vengeance parts, right? 'Cause I don't get anything like extra. Best specific. Okay, yeah. The automation modules. And the cool thing about those is there's a refinery exchange kind of thing. So you can convert your excess parts into different grades. So like when I have all my uncommons, I can convert these to whatever's left over to rares. Wife says I'm special sometimes. But yeah, so like I've already got way more uncommons than I need to be able to get to tier 8, I think. I'm pretty sure like it's significantly more. And so once I get to the point of needing the rares, I'll be able to convert my excess uncommons into rares. Which is another reason I haven't pushed the ship any higher, because I'm not really losing out very much by leaving it lower. It's actually making some parts of my game a little bit easier. Yeah, I think it's completely worth spending extra time on these 71s, because like these 71 Breen elites are really easy, and being able to trade those up later is gonna really be worth it. But it's getting closer. I need like 7 million Sigmatrit to go to tier 8. So I don't think I'm going to go to tier 7 just to be tier 7. I think I'm probably going to wait until I can get to tier 8. Because tier 8 gives the extra below deck slot. But we'll see. All right, that's done already. It works. It works so perfect. Like, I have the exact amount of hull that I need to be able to complete that in one go now. That's half the reason I don't even want to push up, because I know that I'm going to have to start moving to the 72s probably. And then it's like, I don't know if I want to have to make this an extra two. This is a Taylor Swift Star Trek song. I wouldn't say it's a Taylor Swift one, but it is AI generated. It's a random thing. I put in a prompt and I generated like 80 songs off of it.
What do you want to be?
I can do the 72s. I just don't think I'd be able to do it in one haul. Just waiting on the 72 IA building. Yeah, I can get mine to 71 right now. But I could definitely see waiting to get that extra efficiency out of it. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm not I haven't started doing like my academy or anything like that until I get efficiencies out of it. I'm still doing like the 70 to 71 buildings inside because these aren't really that expensive. But I think I'm positioned to make a good run on the next Interstellar Dominance. So I will be upgrading the IA building and the facade to the next level and the academy and the, what do they even call this thing? Consulate. You know, whatever else is scoring in it. Because I skipped this past run. Mainly because Sigma commander credits. I was so close to having Cisco ready to max. Or not max, level up. And I'm right at that point now. Where I have the stuff I need to promote Cisco. So when that event pops this week, I'm gonna have so much fun with that one. New buildings score basically nothing. Hi Violet, Jay, how are you? I know it doesn't really score a lot, but it's extra. It's tiebreaker kind of stuff. And it's kind of like the accumulation of everything. Like, I'll get a lot more probably off of the IA than anything else. The IA and the facade. Consulate is at 8 so far. Need 10, but been free, so need not mad. That's always good when that works out that way. Like, I have a bad habit of not doing the armadas. Or not even doing all the things. So like does it even have, yeah, this does have some of the consulate stuff in it. So like I don't run the armadas near as often as I should. Or join them as often as I should. I thought about doing that, DOS, actually converting and then converting back. I thought about doing that. Because I have enough excess. I don't know if it's a 1-to-1 conversion. But I have enough excess right now that if there's a... You know, like if there's some kind of a burn fee, that it wouldn't hold me back. This is 9. We'll say this is 1,000 to 700. So then rare back to uncommon. Okay, so it's like a 1-to-1 conversion then. Oh, just like the regular ones? Yeah, you get a lot of them. I've done that before for... I save up my bonus tokens. So like I'll save up my bonus tokens for like... Well, how often do you get those? Like once a month? Must be like once a month. So I'll save up 2 or 3 runs of those and then I'll spend them. I don't know if you can see how many you have. I don't use them until I'm gonna do a big old spend. That's a lot of fun. It's another spot of efficiency. There's every day's 2-day second-day refines. I have my refinery set up on the bulk button. Now I don't do all of my stuff because I have some things that I'm really focusing on, but I do most of them every day. And like all the points that I have in the Vengeance event right now are from that refinery. Or no, the Aphelion event. So yeah, like those 11,000 points are all from just that refinery exchange. I haven't done any of the TC research. I haven't touched any of these buildings. I don't have an Athena. I have not done one lick of Isogenite research yet. Damn it, Zeep got the geode. I did get a geode earlier. I can't be too mad. Oop, that one's OPL. But yeah, it's not going to get you a whole milestone, but it's a good stretch. It's one of those things that gets you extra. Extra is always good. All right, so Dauntless should be ready, right? 11 seconds. I kind of wish the ship parts one would actually work for that too, because I've never used the ship parts exchange thing. I should consider that at some point, but I haven't planned that far ahead on anything. Commercial got you. Yeah, the material exchange. I love doing the material exchange one, but I've never done the ship parts exchange. I wish the ship parts would count. Yes, Asian boy, we all know what time it is. Exclamation point joining it in the next dungeon. Yep, that is intended to be loud. All right, let's set the Dauntless to work on some aggregations. See if we can get this event working. Got some well-dressed fighters going into the dungeon. It's always good to see people going non-naked. Sector Supremacy Aggregation, get class honors. I've seen that popping through for a couple of things. It's a little bit nice. Your Dauntless just hit tier 8? Nice. You're right on pace with mine then. Which, I mean, we got ours about, should have gotten ours about the same time. Because I didn't buy the ship. I went the free route. And this is one of those things too, like the ship does a large amount of the work through its special ability, through the seek and destroy ability. So like the officers matter, but they don't make that big of a difference. They don't make the biggest difference with the ship. So playing into helping the ship's abilities really, really makes it excel. Oh, we got Surge today too. I always forget about that event. Yeah, I did my mining. I was saving up my tickets to do the service commendation events, but I ended up giving up on it. Exclamation point join to get in on the dungeon. I'm just really more concerned about the part of the Tritanium. I'm not gonna have. Maybe it's a week to take off from Surges. I'm not gonna have any of the what's the below deck? So I have Neelix, and then Black Ops Mbenga, Black Ops Chapel. I put TMP Uhura just because I needed somebody that I wasn't using on another ship. And Davik. No, it's the regular SNW and Mbenga up top. Those SNW Pike, SNW T'Pring, and then SNW Mbenga. Again, like I said, it's not the best crew that you could ever use. It's just a crew that I don't use on other things. So just an extra, it's a good extra grinder. But it's probably not far off from decent. Like I said, it goes almost half the time, which is adequate for me. Exclamation point join to get in on the dungeon. Yeah, Decamo, I don't even have the patience to put the Dauntless out there. I primarily use it for aggregation. It's like aggregation and then surge once a week. And then like when we have the was it the Fractured Battle Lines is the FKR event. Divided Fronts. Well, okay. Fractured Battle Lines for this event. Then I just send this into go do FKRs for me. I could do Mirror Universe, but I just send it at FKRs. It's easier. I mean, there's a lot of times I'll send that in like a 26 system. Like something that I don't even have to warp to, or hardly warp. Like I'll send it into like, actually not even 26. And like Antonek. I don't have the patience. I don't have the patience to send it into the Mirror Universe. Rare Tunic of the Musician. I don't know. It shouldn't be. It's not like it's hard. It's just it's annoying, and I got sick of dealing with the all of the issues transitioning between the systems. Like all of the issues with the jump portals. That got me out of the habit of going into the Mirror Universe because it was broken for so long. Nice hat, boy hat. Thanks. I actually just got this on Friday. I won it on MJ's stream. Use GS31 and 67 system. I did that too, but that took more time than I was willing to invest. Yeah, I mean, it's not that bad to get to Mir Romulus or Romy or whatever, because it's only like 4 hops, but Romulus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hops. Like it's not that bad, but anything past Nausicaa, I'm just like I don't even care anymore. Figured might as well get ship parts you need. Yeah, I think that's kind of the reason that I started doing that. Once, now that the Dauntless can handle like the G6 hostiles, I've started using it there more often. As long as I don't have anything that requires me to hit Federation or Klingon. If I have to hit Federation or Klingon, then I'll go down and do like the level 21 system. But if I don't have to hit Federation or Klingon, I can hit Romulan, then I'll go do like 60, I think 66. I think this is the system that I found the sweet spot on. Yes. My ship will last here for the entire runtime. Thank you for the 7 stream streak, Bacon Fish. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, the 66 system, it will run down to pretty much 0 hull at the end of the Seek and Destroy. Works so slick. Exclamation point join to get into the dungeon. Running around and maintaining the streaks. There's been a lot of people that have been on today and yesterday. It's been tough to keep up with the streaks this weekend. I think I lost 2 already, to be honest. Chips are the same size. Pretty damn close. Pretty damn close. Yeah, I probably have like 1 component on you or something. Before you get your stuff back in the truck and head back to work. Yeah, mine's almost dead. It's at about half the runtime. But that's usually enough to clear most of the aggravation events. Gotta get ready for territory and House of Dragon. Well, thank you for stopping by, Skeletor. Appreciate ya. And the biggest thing is like being able to clear that in like 1 go. And it's enough to keep that refinery fed. That's the biggest thing. As long as the challenge track can stay, or not the challenge track, the aggregation refinery can stay fed, you know, like nothing else really matters with it. Like I'm still just a little bit ahead on the uncommons. Just a little bit ahead on the epics or the rares. So like I can spend on some of the extra stuff if I want to. But right now I'm just focusing on what's important to me. And then as those things get fixed and upgraded, you know, like basically once these get fully unlocked, these last forbidden techs, then I can change this around and start focusing on getting some more of the catalyst and forbidden tech claims, all that fun stuff. Using the faction miner in trans space, and you hear Cyril yelling, "Oh my!" Yeah, G6. Those G6 miners really pick up the pace. It makes the transition loop really easy to maintain. Because like when I was still G6, I had one of my ships on each one of the resource types. I had one uncommon, uncommon, and rare. And I pushed it. And I maintained double refines for everything in the transition loop as much as I could. I'm done with common, I'm done with uncommon, I'm done with rare. I only have to concern myself with epics right now. Because that's all I have left for artifacts, are these epics. And some of those are getting close. Some of those are getting close to max. This is going to accelerate really quickly. And I'm going to be done with the transition loop before I know it. Love JB, but I don't get how he can stand being so underpowered pressing ops. I want to be comfy at my level. I mean, he can't be too much different than like what my ships are at. Because my vengeance is tier 6. And that does 72 very easy. And it's getting close to being able to handle 73. Exclamation point join again on the dungeon. I should have counted how many 73s I did. Okay, I'm still at that 11, 12 range. So, I mean, that's almost half of what I need to be able to do my dailies in the 73 system. That's almost half of my 25s. And if I put that ship up to tier 8, I have no doubt that I'd be able to hit all 25. Because I think he was trying to get his vengeance to tier 8 at the same time as going 73, if I remember correctly. I gotta remember, every time I come in here, I have to click out of it and back in to be able to get my last little bit. Or did I not have... Do I gotta go out all the way? Or is this just the day that I can't do the double pull? It's supposed to be the day I can't do the double pull. It happens a couple times a week, if I'm not mistaken. At least once a week. But it's been... Academy's been progressing really well with no effort. I've actually been impressed by that. 66 blueprints. I've done 2 duo waves. And I'm doing Academy drone runs once a week. I'm doing single pulls on everything, except for blueprints. I'm doing double pulls on the blueprints when I can. But I'm doing a single pull on the class honors and a single pull on the section 31 transmitters. It seemed a very efficient route through that loop. Fan of the Athena, only thing gotten in months. It tier super slow over a month and just now tier 2. That's very similar to what the Borg Q... They're very similar to what the Borg Sphere leveling feels like. That goes extremely slow as well. It does the job excessively well. See, that was the reason I didn't get the Athena, is I didn't feel like it added a lot to the loop. I still don't think that it really adds a lot to the loop. Did a 73 duo last night? Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see enough value in the in the command credits for me. Because the officers weren't that great. Like, they're not bad, but they're not great. For me. I know I'm not a representative of the entirety of everybody's opinions on that one. Between events, officers, resources have been happy. I mean, like I said, like, I'm happy with, like, the free-to-play track on that. Because me skipping the ship, I haven't felt that I've lost out on anything useful in that loop. And I think that makes that means it's a well-designed loop. Is even if you're not able to fully engage with 100% of the arc's content, the loop's content, and you still feel that you can participate in the loop actively or progress in the loop without having the ship, that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Very good design. Not gonna have the Athena or the Sphere for a very long time. Well, I mean, it's all a matter of how soon you want to do it for the most part. I think the Sphere should be a bigger priority than the Athena, personally. Because I feel like there's better stuff in the Maverick research tree. That was like 8 days ago, 50. Or was that like Wednesday? I don't remember. Yeah, the Athena. So you have to do... You have to attack the training drones. And then you trade in your merits for the engineering credits. And then the engineering credits turn into the blueprints. Sphere feels like a total letdown. They did way less with that ship than they should have. Because the ship itself is... It's one of those things where it's not important to the loop, kind of like the Mantis is. Well, even less than the Mantis, to be honest. You know, like, it doesn't add a lot to the loop. It doesn't add anything to the loop itself, other than unlocking the extra Maverick credits. It doesn't add any utility to the game. It just changes. Do you even need to use the Sphere? Do you need to use the Sphere to do the hostile daily thing? Okay, you do have to kill him with the Sphere. So, like, you get the extra stuff. But even still, that's... The Epic Maverick credits are... mainly for the ship progression. The ship progression and then the exclusive periphery intel. Yeah, you definitely get a lot. It seems like it's going to take forever attacking them drones. I don't seem to get that many credits from them. It's a matter of if you get enough to run your refinery. Because it doesn't take a lot to refine. Because, like, in my 6-star refinery, it's only 400 credits to do a refine. Okay, 400 of the 7-star credits. It's 216,000 of the 6-star. I don't remember how it scales. But like there's once you get your G6 epics, it'll be easier. Once you get your vengeance, it'll be way easier. Got 400k of the yellow and 200k of the blue. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't... Oh yeah, now I've got my... That takes so long for these credits to come back in. After I hit the refine, I exited... I changed this thing twice. I exited out of the refinery and went back in. And now, after the second exit and back in, it's way higher than what it was. But I know it's simple to do the Athena blueprints for the most part. And then like there's a lot of things with the what did we see? GS31 was doing better for people than like their mid-tier rare. But it's still a grind. Like for me right now, it's one hull is, I don't know, 3 or 4 days worth of refines. Maybe more. So like it's an easy loop when you're in that sweet spot for it. I know that. And that depends a lot on where your building's at too. Because I noticed that once my building hit about 25, I could start feeling an impact, and then once I got above 30, like it was really noticeable in the difference. It's one of those loops that it's almost like the same way that the cons loop was. Like the more effort you put in it to accelerate it, the faster you have a payout from it. Now this does have a little bit more of a gate behind it because you are limited on the number of tokens that you can hold. But as long as you're using up the tokens and making progress on the building, at least, you're going to make the loop easier and easier down the long run. I know people have been mad and steaming at the game because of bugs, but I've been extremely happy and having fun the last few months. I have a lot of frustration with a lot of the decisions that have been made. But I do feel the game as a whole is significantly better today than it was 6 months ago. Significantly better than it was 6 months ago. we've had a lot of issues, and we have a lot of changes coming over the next few months. Frustration is at the changes in the event structure and the removal of choice tokens. I have mixed feelings on choice tokens. I feel that we should have at least gone back to a traditional event store structure if they were going to remove choice tokens, than going into like the fixed battle pass that we have now, because the battle passes that they have set up for us suck. They are terrible. I will never buy one that's structured like this. I will never buy a battle pass that is structured like this. This has none of this arc's content. This has none of this arc's officers. If it has none of those, I want nothing to do with it. I'm not saying that there's not good rewards in here. I'm just saying that the rewards are not relevant. And I think that was a mistake. Never participate in the weekend gacha officer leaderboards. I don't really care for them either, but I don't participate in the leaderboards in general. I'm not gonna pay to play in a leaderboard for the most part, and if I'm not gonna pay, I'm not gonna win. The battle pass shouldn't be a catch-up mechanic. Exactly. Like, I feel the territory battle pass is actually way better geared towards this event. This feature, this loop, which I get that if they're gonna update the territory battle pass, this month's battle pass maybe doesn't have a lot of merit focusing on the consulate and the isogenite and all the extra stuff there. But I really do feel that if they wanted this to be really relevant to this month, like, they just needed to really pay in like the Vanguard stuff and the isogenetic research stuff. Like, I think there's a place for a catch-up battle pass, but I don't think that's the right spot for it. Like, the Athena stuff, I think that should be in the wave defense battle pass. Like the Athena parts and the research building, or the remote academy, like that should all be in the wave defense pass. And they should have had something to deal with the isogenite in here. Like, there should be in this mythic track like one research worth of Vanguard particles. They keep on moving everything around so much. What does that take? 620. So they should have had 260. There you go. Even that much. That one. 260 of the Vanguard stuff. Sitting right here. 260 of the Vanguard research things. If they did that, this battle pass becomes relevant to this arc, and it has some value. But to me right now, those extra mats aren't worth it to me. Could I use them? Yes, I could absolutely use them. What is the extra stuff that's included in the arc that I need? till the last day when Cotton Whale will buy everything. I want a battle pass, so all I have to do is buy the $30 upgrade to the Mythic. This is actually the 3rd month in a row I've managed to win a battle pass. Yeah. I think last month they had a little bit of stuff in there to deal with it, but it's been at least mostly irrelevant since they got rid of the choice tokens. But I think even last month it was, or 91s, I think it was mostly the warp dive bar stuff. And then this was probably the signal observatory. Like, it's probably the exact same format. But like I said, it's good catch-up mechanic stuff. It's just not battle pass. And so until at least the officers of the Ark are brought into it again, I'm not gonna buy one. Like when they changed it to remove the officers from that month or whatever, for one of the officers at least, I really thought that even winning one, that I was actually going to turn it down, but free is free and I just couldn't turn it down. It's a battle pass, and every game that's for that month's content. I mean, that only makes sense. Like, that's always kind of been the thing. Like, they had the pack for getting the elite pass, the elite track, you know, and then they also sold a pack that had all the credits for all the days, so you could get the entire battle pass on day one, and that had all of the stuff so that you could earn the stuff for the building or the ship blueprints or parts or whatever, the officers. So you get that all on day one, so you had 2 purchases to make to be able to get all that. They took that away. I don't think that was a good move, honestly, in my opinion. I could feel better. I mean, I don't mind losing the choice if I maintain the value. But if I lose the choice and lose the value, then I can't justify things. If I maintain the value, I can at least justify it. Okay, that was just a trick. All right, let's hop over to my other account real quick. I got Maquis there too. I just wanted to go through the events over here real quick. You know, for a server that's at war, they're doing a really poor job of taking care of all them ships. Alright, so sector supremacy is kind of the same thing, except this one's dealing with mirror hostiles for... I'm level 33 now. Thank you, Lostin. How are you doing tonight, Loston? So I was able to do this with normal hostels.
Do I really need to work? Do I really need to work? And then I thought about the daily DoorDash and the 2 Porsches and the 15 fountains, and I gotta pay Nigel to clean my fountains, so I gotta keep.
Exclamation point join to join in the dungeon. Just be happy you haven't been at war for 5 years straight. 15 fountains. Oh, bye. I'm doing pretty well, Loston. Thank you for asking. It's been a pretty decent weekend. Stuff in the game's going well. You know, no complaints. That's always a good thing. Like this Unit Matrix 0 been like interesting. What the fuck do I say when I'm streaming? You know, that'd be it. I wonder if that was an auto clip or if that was something that somebody grabbed.
Come on.
It's more than 15 now.
Me?
I'm the guy who does his job. You must be
Unimatrix 0. What is this one? Borg Solar Armadas or Hostels. I can't do Borg Solar Armadas at level 30. I'm level 33 now on this account. Because I'm getting close to doing... Or I'm getting close to the faction rep I need to get my 34 ship. So I pushed from 30 to 33 this morning. He now owns 2 more houses on his street and they have 3 fountains each. Also, each of them have 5 fountains. Oh no, he had 15 at his house. And now he gained extra from every one of the houses. Yeah, same kind of events. I was actually surprised that the stuff was so similar. We even had I don't know if it's typically been showing up, but Interstellar Dominance popped up this week. A fountain in each wing of the complex. Yeah, I don't know if the mid ops has been included in Interstellar Dominance or if that just started recently here, because I don't remember seeing it, or else I just always ignored it. But I saw it on like Friday. I was like, oh, well, maybe I should pay attention to that because I can spend things and win things, maybe. Okay, I swear that said crystal when I landed on it. When I went for it. Okay, that one's actually crystal. That's weird. But yeah, so I figured now that I've got the rep kind of up there a little bit, I can start pulling blueprints out of away teams. So now I'm grabbing D4 blueprints and A little bit of faction rep and just pushing. Got all my outside docks and guns up to 33 already too. A lot of my stuff inside needs a little bit of work. But I figured I can get that all caught up as I'm finishing out the faction rep this week. Guys with 2 accounts need a support group. This one's a much more passive account. This one's a much more passive account. This gets... Basically, I play this while I'm warping out to the Vale. For the most part. They hate themselves twice as much. That one might be more accurate. I mean, it's one of those things. You do more mining. Like, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ships mining right now. Like, there's less to do. The temperature is like 2 accounts is nothing. Like, that doesn't even count as a starter, an appetizer. My ship just died. Remember when I was talking about the server at war? No, I didn't have a ship die. Oh, I did have a ship die. No, I'm confused. That was an hour and 14 minutes ago. I just heard the sound come through. It was backlogged or something. That's crazy. That's entirely crazy. I wanted to make sure I pop back over there really quick to make sure I collected my dailies. That's always the big thing, is making sure the dailies are going. But I mean, 90% of my attention there is just more for seeing the events firsthand than anything. Just to have that extra layer of awareness. So other than that, I think Fleet Command is pretty well done for the night. Why don't we grab another quick break? And we will then open up some marbles.
Thank you for the sub. You're the real one. Got ton tails hard doing flips. Much love for the shiny sub.
Thank you for the 6-month resub, Kidman. Appreciate you. How you doing tonight? All right. Like I said, we're gonna grab another short break. Just did a 1-hour TC war and won with some help. That's so rewarding. That's so rewarding. I know, like, when we went into our first system here, we fought for that too. And, you know, getting that reward at the end is really fulfilling. All right, so take a break. We'll get an hour of free time, and then we'll do marbles for an hour.
known as the Cottontail, commander of the Rabbit Express, bringing order to chaos. Setting sail, hyperspace to a far-off land. Follow the captain's orders, obey his command. Captain Cotton, leading all the captains of the fleet. Laughing with my crewmates, no one can compete. When the orders come down, we'll all be around in the star system on the battleground. Faster than the speed of light, we'll get the job done. We can win the fight.
Op 68. Hell yeah, Tin Man. Way to go. Switch over to the full game scene. Wait a minute. Okay, no, that's the way it's supposed to be. I was like, not expecting it for some reason. Exclamation point. Oh, duel. Blue Meanie and me are going head to head. Quit missing. Quit missing. Apparently we found the same fire to cook. Larger Alliance tried to get me when I'm the Admiral. Oh, they were trying to recruit you? Yeah, trying to recruit the Admiral usually doesn't work. That's asking a lot. Blue Meanie is kicking my ass. I might have to look at my weapon and see if it needs to have something with a higher hit chance or something. That's a lot of misses. You call me Casper? That's got to be like the shittiest sword ever. Oh, dude, I'm toast. There's no shot. GG's. You kicked my ass, rightfully so, on that one. All right. Let's throw up a Grand Prix. We'll do, let's say, what time is it? 8:20. We'll do 9 maps. All right. Say at the end, we'll do some Do a marble money pack to the first place winner. Exclamation point play to get in on the race. I'm gonna hit start. 69 seconds on the clock. I'm gonna update my stream category. Actually, I'm just gonna end. No, I can't end. All right, exclamation point, play to get in on the race. 40 seconds. That updated. That updated. All right, 8 seconds. Here comes more losses. We'll see, Asian boy. You never know. All right. Helps if I put it on the right thing. Looks like Tin Man's first one out of the map. Ooh, Tepish passing in the corners. Oh, made it through the paddles nicely. Asian boy gets launched forward. Looking like Asian boys in the lead. Really trying to figure out the difference between butter chicken and tikka masala chicken. There is a difference, but I couldn't tell you for sure what it is. All I know is I haven't had Indian food in such a long time, and I really want some right now. All right, Asian boy to the blocks. Ooh, we got a competition. We got to wait for the blocks to load. Ooh, Domo, Ellie, Tin Man get through first. More blocks. Misa making it through all the blocks. Misa the first. Got ahead of everybody by a good margin. Oh, almost got paddled through. D Camel going for it. Delimeyer. Delimeyer up to the front. Off the track. Oh no. Misa back to the front. Misa with the win. D Camel second. Ellie third. RMG Dawson fourth. Cottontail fifth. Domo sixth. Asian Boy seventh. Tin Man eighth. Tepish is way back there, stuck in the paddle. Tepish is stuck in the paddle. Come on. I forgot I have Pluto power. Didn't even get a boost. No flyer coming yet. There's a good chance to get finished. There we go. Winner's Misa. I need to play more marbles. I haven't played shit for marbles this season. All right, next race. Beat Asian Boy, that's a win. Marbles RNG seems to be getting better this month. That's great. All right, exclamation point play to get on the next race. 69. Uh-oh, I hit the wrong button. We'll just slow this down. We'll just pretend that there's only 69 seconds on the clock still. We'll let this go for a little minute. I hate that button. I thought I didn't click the I didn't think I clicked the play now button. I rush this. I'm not rushing you guys, I'm rushing myself. Alright, that's all we get for the time. It's been a while since I've accidentally hit the button twice. It's not hard to do. I thought I had to slow down all the way too, but I didn't have it paused. We got most of it going back in. Well, we got plenty of races. All right, Delmo's up to the front. Asian boy passing on the left side. But Damo's in the lead in the center track. I don't know which track. Ooh, Asian boy. Max out to the front. Delimeyer died. Ooh, Max got caught in the top of the funnel. I died. All right, Max is still in first. Running a duo, I'm going for dinner. It'll be fun. I'll be interested in running duos by the time that I actually get the Athena unlocked, I think. Damn it, toss ball. Get it together, man. Max has got a good start going here. Asian boy is right behind, but there's not a lot of racetrack left. Max has passed all the pegs. Max is gonna win it. Max is gonna win it. Asian boy's gonna get second. Doss, can we get third? All right, Doss makes it through. D Camel gets yeeted. Doss. Oh, Ellie got yeeted as well. Doss in third, Misa in fourth, Domo in fifth, Tepish in sixth. Look, your stupid marbles. It's not my fault that you got pegged off the track. All right, we're only gonna click the start button once. Exclamation point play. What was the pause before we started? Yeah, that definitely... that threw me off a little bit too, to be honest. Yeah. Whenever I see the start now down there, I always think that means to start the timer. It doesn't click about the it doesn't click that means drop it to 10 seconds. All right, 20 seconds to get in, exclamation point play. I like the weird grass outdoors one with the alien ships. That one freaks me out a little bit because you get abducted.
Right now.
All right, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Oh, this is one of these ones. Misa around the first bend. Ooh, Misa gets stuck in the corner. Tepish, Asian boy, Domo, I'll make it through. Tepish out first. D-Camel taking the short route around the outside. Hitman really taking the short route around the outside. Ooh, this is one of the counting tracks. Hitman getting held up. D-Camel going through into the dryer. So he gets out of the tunnel first. Max out of the tumbler first. D-Camel out of the tumbler second. Hitman's out third. Delameyer got off the track somehow. D-Camel's first one out. Max out second. Ooh, Max all the way through into the blocks. And D-Camel, I thought you were going to get there just in time for the blocks to be gone, but nope. Y'all both finished them off together. Max threw the paddle just perfectly. Hitman sneaks in past. He was like, excuse me, but I think I'm going to go first. Oh, we're right at the finish, too. Oh, Tin Man gets thrown back. Max gets thrown back. D-Camel doesn't get thrown back. Tin Man straight into one of the tubes. Max in second. D-Camel getting tossed around by the spiky twirler. Oh, Ellie drops down first in the third place. D-Camel in fourth. Asian Boy in fifth. Tepish in sixth. Misa comes in on seventh. Das, Cottontail, Domo finishing off the field. It's getting whirled around and around. Das gets 8th place. Domo gets tossed around for a second run all the way to the beginning. Cottontail gets through. Everybody finished there. My bull is protesting the inequality of that race, inequity of that race. Everybody had the same problems. All right, exclamation point, play to get in on the next race. 69 seconds on the clock. The protesting.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Oh yeah, I forget too. If you do exclamation point play, you can do a space and then a number for one of the balls on the left side. If you're a subscriber, you can pick one of the 2 balls on the right side. Hi Sherlock Holmes, welcome in. Like your censored Bumblebee? I did see that you had the censor bar on that thing. I always find that hilarious. Alright, 5 seconds, exclamation point play, last call. Alright, let him drop. So people on the left side look like they may have a little bit of an advantage over people on the right side. We'll see. Alright, Misa out front. Getting held up by the little paddle. This is one of those ones where hitting a peg here slows down your momentum and lets you fall down the hole quicker. Just like Misa did. Ooh, Misa, an Asian boy. Ooh, Misa falls through first. All right, you do not want to hit that one because that's going to send you back. I don't think I've seen this track before. Misa's still in front, though. Ooh, I gave myself a boom. Waiting to see if I die. A well-timed boom could come in handy. Misa's still way in front. All right, let's see if we get a successful paddling in this one. Ooh. Max skips the paddling completely. Bypassing for the win. Asian Boy and Misa racing for second. Asian Boy gets second. Misa third. I get fourth. Delameyer gets fifth. Ellie sixth. Domo gets out of the paddle. Sherlock and Tepish still going around. Domo gets seventh. Sherlock makes it out. Sherlock makes it out. Into the bucket for eighth. Tin Man makes it out. Into the bucket for ninth. Tepish and Das. Das makes it out. Tepish, we got the flames coming. Das gets 10th. Tepish, I think you're gonna make it. You did not make it. That was so close. I'd like to request my ball take a cognitive ability test. You could try using a numbered ball on the left side if you want. Exclamation point play, 69 seconds to get in on the race. There we go. Tepish pick number 2, so that's the green cube. It's the closest thing I can see to a board cube is a dice that is in like green camel. I was like, that's kind of like a board cube. Domo's got the cute little gummy bear. Tin Man's got the awesome alien. Sherlock's got a lot going on here. Is that like an explorer backpack? I like that setup. That looks awesome. Asian Boy's got the yellow. Misa with the censored bumblebee. All right, 8 seconds, last call, exclamation point play. Got some marble money from somewhere waiting for a crown to come around. That would be a really good thing to have on that. Ooh, Sherlock gets a good drop there. So does D Camel. Those look like chocolate chips almost. All right, Sherlock out first. Leading the way with the Explorer kit. Well, this is a fairly lengthy track. Making good time, making good time. Bypassing that, heck yeah. I'm loving the path the Marble's taking around this one. Ooh, this one's gonna be a little bit of a hang up, but not bad. All right, in the paddles. Gonna get sent back a little bit. Well ahead of the field, though, so we have some room to have a little bit of an issue. There we go. Now we're through. All right, we're making good pace, good pace. That works. Got to get through this paddle good. Knocked out. Stay on the track. We're good. Sherlock, you're making really good time on this one. I spoke too soon. We're still good. We're still good. We're still good. You're still in the lead. Delameyer's in second, but you're still in the lead. That wasn't too far off from a record pace. Sherlock makes the trip for first place. Delameyer for second. Asian Boy drops for third. Doss for fourth. Ooh, Misa beats me for fifth. I get sixth. Max for seventh. Camel for eighth. Tepish ninth. Ooh, Tin Man and Damo are stuck in the... I don't even know what this is called. Circle spinner. Tin Man gets out. Tin Man drops for 10th. Damo's gonna make it. Come on, fall. There we go. Damo makes it. I love it when everybody finishes. So far, 0 out of 5. You don't have to be first place every time. Kind of like a maze, yeah. All right, exclamation point, play to get on the track. 69 seconds on the counter. I want to win once. I think once is a good goal, especially across 9 races. We got like 11-ish people playing. We got a lot of twisty turnies on this one. So there's an opportunity for a lower track here that may be an advantage to get onto. All right, 20 seconds left. Exclamation point, play to get on the race. Never went on my channel. I can look back and say how many wins you've had if you want. Do an exclamation point, my stats. Three, 2, 1, here we go. So you've won once this season on my channel. One out of 12. All right, Tepish out to first. I think. Depending on if this is actually accurate. No, it's definitely not accurate. Misa's in first. All right. I threw a Pluto. I'm hoping the timing works out, that we get it around the time that we get down to here. Tepish got boosted. I was hoping that somebody could get knocked off the track there. Ooh, Tin Man made it to the lower track. I think this is going to be where the winners come from, to be honest. If you could get to that other center track, that would be killer. Well, yeah, Tin Man's still in that lead. I don't know if the upper track's going to have a better ability to get down the hole. Oh, Misa snuck past. Misa snuck past. It is a better shot down from the top deck. Oh, that's right. This is the one where you bounce off of the pad and back into the funnel. All right, Misa first, Tin Man second, D Camel third, Max fourth, I'm fifth, Deli Myers sixth, RMG Doss is seventh, Asian Boys eighth, Warzone is encircling the hole of the funnel. Tepish is making it down, but we're gonna run out of fire time here. Tepish might make it. Tepish is gonna make it. Warzone didn't. GG's. Misa's doing pretty damn good. Oh, I hate this one. Exclamation point play to get in on the race. I always die on this one. All right, 50 seconds left. Exclamation point play to get in on the race. What's all that? They use all their different cubes in this one. They're all nice and different colors. They're like all the same things with different marble skins. $20 seconds left. Exclamation point play. This is the one that has the butthole puckering shocks. This one is. He needs a win. Yep, this is the one that if you get hit with the green shock thing, you start floating. And chances are you're just going to float off of the track. All right, Tepish is down first. Yeah, it gets so floaty and it's scary. Or is it the pink one that does the end? We got people hitting portals. I heard portals going. It looks like Tepish is still... There goes Tepish. The purple one's the bad one. It's the purple one that's the bad one. Damo's off the track. Doss is off the track. Ellie's off the track. We're losing him. We're losing him. There goes Codtail. D Camel's in first. Or Tin Man. D Camel. I don't know where Misa is. Misa must be up above yet. Yes, Misa is way above. Come on, D Camel, go around the blocks. Let's go through. I think this was all the shockers. Ooh, Tin Man bypasses. That's the win. Hitman gets the victory. D-Camel, don't fall in the portal. D-Camel gets second. Ooh, Misa's got a long ways to go. This is brutal. Yeah, this is not supposed to be a high death rate track either. Every time I play it, it is. It's only supposed to be like 15% death rate. Well, we're gonna have the fire coming pretty quick. There's the flames. There's the flames. Oh no, the blocks got you. Two finishers. Two finishers. Congrats to Man and D-Camel for actually finishing. Yeah, that's a rough one. All right. Exclamation point play to get in on the next race. 69 seconds on the clock. Well, this is a nice simple one at least. It's almost kind of like the one that I built. 15% life rate. I think that one gets skewed by the racers that have like 100 marbles going at once, or 200 marbles, 300 marbles. I think that skews the numbers on the death rates on some of these maps. 30 seconds, exclamation point play to get in the race. I keep on looking at that start now button and I'm like, yeah, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I didn't look for a good Pluto opportunity. Evening, Ghost Pepper. How you doing? Ooh, looks like Delimeyer is going to be the first one to fall down the hole. Indeed. All right, I'm going to toss some Pluto, see if we can jump on the lower track. Thank you for the rar, Chepish. All right, Delimeyer is way in the lead, and I thrusted myself off the track. I like it when bad things happen, they at least happen to me. I feel guilty anytime anything happens to somebody else.
F&A, Cotton, F&A.
Thank you, Doss. All right, so we got some pegs going in the Misa just bypassed the track. So did Ellie. They found a way around. So goes Tepish. What the hell? So Misa in first, Ellie in second, Tepish in third, Asian Boy in fourth. Delimeyer fifth, Doss sixth, Max seventh, Domo eighth. That's crazy. Exclamation point join to get in on the dungeon. All right, final race of this Grand Prix. Exclamation point play to get in on the race. Exclamation point join to get in on the dungeon. 3 wins in a day is new for me. I have a feeling you might be getting podium on this one. First place on podium, I'm going to be giving choice of 100 marble money or 30 tournament coins. All right, 69 seconds on the clock. Exclamation point play to get on the race. But it can be overturned. Somebody sets a record on this track. All of a sudden, that win goes a little better. Pretty sure stats got worse. I think mine may have too a little bit. Misa, you won on Nigel's stream earlier too, didn't you? I feel like you got a bug today. "20 seconds, exclamation point, play." Too many crab redeems. Oh, you got third? Okay. I remember it was like one. It must have been one of those tracks where it was like everybody died, but like you were one of the top 3 that actually finished. Ellie won one? Okay. Oh, you're the one that gave your mug to Alice so she could get a shirt? Asian boys making it through the first turn first. Exclamation point join to get in on the dungeon. Ooh, Tepish is out first. We got some slowdown snow going on here.
G100.
Hey man, this is a really good looking track to do a couple of Plutos. Warzone gets dingled. Thank you for the biddies. Misa gets a no grab. That could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. Nope, that's a bad thing. Misa falls off the track. I could have timed out well enough to be able to get you down. I thought for a second that you might have been able to go down to the next level of the track. Steppers in first. Got a decent start, decent lead going. Two out of 8 incoming, Mr. Race. All right, Warzone got yeeted. I don't know if that went to death or not, though. Somebody else got shot off. Asian boy. Yep, there it is. I don't think Warzone didn't get knocked off the track. Warzone fell back on the track somewhere. He fell up, way up on the upper part of the racetrack. That was almost like a restart. All right, Deli at first. Ooh, Max going through. Ooh, bypassing the blocks. Bypassing the blocks. Leaving a mess for everybody else to clean up. So much violence. It was a little violent, but not bad. You missed the really violent track. All right, Max in first. Delimeyer come through in second. Sherlock Holmes makes it through. Ellie makes it through. Dom makes it through. What the hell fell? All right, Sherlock Holmes in third place. Ellie in fourth. Dom fifth. Tin Man sixth. D Camel seventh. I'm in 8th. Pepish in 9th. Come on, DOS, we can get you finished here. Warzone, you might be screwed. Not in the fun way. Alright, DOS gets 10th. That's gonna be close. That was a premature death. That was not death to the fire. It was second, now I'm last. Yeah, you didn't die at least. All right, third place goes to Misa. I really thought you were gonna get first. Second place goes to Tin Man. First place goes to Max. All right, Max, do you have the marbles on stream map already? Any pretty balls? No. If you want, you can download the marbles on stream app, and that can allow you to get a customized ball. First place here, I'm giving currency that allows you to customize your marble. If you want, you can take advantage of that. If you don't want it, then we can pass it on to second place. You got third on the podium, yes. Ghost Pepper. Oh, I thought it's like custom balls. So Max, it's up to you if you want to do a if you want to get some in-game currency to use for some customizations, or we can pass it on. Keep digging that hole deeper. Pass it on. All right, Tin Man, are you still here? Said that he was doing duo waves. Do you want some marble money or tournament coins? Which one would you prefer? Whatever you think is best. It's the tournament coins is an RNG thing. The marble money is a pick what you want kind of thing. So the 100 marble money, I think, is better to find something specific. That's the one I usually opt in for.
May I have your attention, please? The stream is about to begin. If you would like to participate in the marbles game, type exclamation point, play in the chat.
Let's see. Who else has a creator code? Last one I used was Mufasa. MJ probably has one. No? Dr. Iron Chef? It's actually harder to find one of these creator codes, damn it. It's worth it to make one, yeah. Man, have you set up a Marbles account already? Yeah, you just needed the 250. You do have one? You're not coming up. All right, I'll get with you afterwards to get this figured out. You might have to if you haven't linked your Twitch. Yeah, if you haven't linked your Twitch, it might not come through right. I'll PM you. I'll DM you here. We'll get it figured out. Let's see. All right, we're gonna call that a stream, though. Ooh. Let's see. Is MJ not streaming tonight? I didn't see that. Congrats on getting to wave 6. Oh, he's not feeling well? Okay. Let's go to DJ's. He's doing marbles right now. Yeah. Let's go to DJ's. He's doing marbles right now. Let's continue some of the marbles things. Thanks everybody for joining today. Hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. I'll be live again tomorrow night around 8 p.m. Eastern, and we'll go through some more of the Star Trek and some of the fun times. Hope everybody has a fantastic Monday, and I'll catch you tomorrow.
Top 10 and each get a free entry into the Talking Trek Cruise Sweepstakes.